just some overall philosophy stuff. Now let's look at the actual how the plan works, these 8 ways that we make money with Agel. Okay? And I just want to make sure that you really understand how they work. Now the first one, this is a pretty simple one, we all know this one, is retail profit. Now, the retail profit margin between the wholesale price that you pay and the suggested retail price is 20%. Now, this takes place when you order a box of product or a case of product, you've got it at your house, somebody would like to buy it, you give them the product, they give you the money, you're going to add on 20% to that. That's the way the business had to be done for 40 years. But now, with FedEx and 800 numbers and fax machines and computers and overnight shipping, that doesn't have to happen because then you get a preferred customer program like we have with Agel. So what you can do is you can sign up a customer direct. They can order direct from the company. They get the product direct from the company. You don't take the order. You don't see the order. You don't deliver the product. You don't see the product. It just adds to your volume. Now, it's $5 a box difference from wholesale to a preferred customer. Okay, so if they buy a $60 box of product, right, the customer is going to pay $65. If they bought the $75 product, they're going to pay $80. This is what a preferred customer pays when they buy from the company. Now, here's the deal for you. If they're on the auto ship program, that saves the company a lot of money. It's a standard order. They can plan ahead. They can gauge their inventory. And they're going to pay you that extra $5 as a profit to you. If they're not on auto ship, if they just call or went online and bought 1 or 2 boxes of products at a time, you won't get the $5. That's going to go to the company to cover the fulfillment of that order. What it does do for you, though, is it puts that CV into your group. And, of course, you get to choose when you place someone. Here's you. You've got an income center here and here if you're also an executive. You can say, I want to put this customer on this side, or I want to put the customer on this side. And you could have as many customers here as you can. And I'd encourage you to have 5 or 10 customers on each side and let them be ordering product every month. And what's going to happen to you is all that's going to add to your volume that you're getting your team volume commission on and all the bonus pools and all of that stuff. Okay? So the preferred customer program is a great way that you don't, because see, in other words, give up the retail profit. I don't want to have a bunch of boxes delivered to my house every month and then I'm calling up people and driving around town and delivering them. Then I got to get a white van and I got to put a magnetic sign on the side of it and I got to drive around. I might as well join, Amway, right? Back, how those companies operate. We don't need that. We've got a state-of-the-art thing. So I'm willing to give up some retail profit, and I think you should too, to know, hey, I can just get these people signed up, get them in the preferred customer program, they're ordering direct, and that's building my volume. And think about one of the things I told you this morning. If you build that culture in your organization of a preferred, but the people who choose not to do the business, we get them on the products anyway. And the people who try the business and don't like it, but they continue to use the products, if we develop that customer base, instead of getting paid on a volume of $300,000, you're going to get paid on a volume of $1 million, because that's how it duplicates when it really gets down at the other levels. Okay? So there's and the other thing you're going to see is we get into the bottom of the compensation plan. At the higher rank advancements, all of the qualifications are based on the number of personally sponsored directors that you have. So it starts with senior director. You've got to have 2 personally sponsored. And it goes up. At diamond director, you have to have 6. At double diamond, it's 8. And then it goes to 12. And you actually need 20 at quadruple diamond. If you talk to anybody in Agel who's shooting for senior director, or shooting for corporate director, you always say, how's it going? They say, oh, I got the volume. I don't have the directors yet. If you build this culture in your organization, that will go away overnight. You'll never have the director qualification problem because your people will be doing easy $20,000, $30,000 volumes halfway into the month because they've got all those people doing that. Okay, second way you earn is fast start commissions. Now this is very simple. There's 3 levels, $35, $75, and $200. These are what you get paid when people join the business and purchase one of the 3 entrance kits, the activation orders. Now, make sure, because I've seen some slides out here and I've seen some presentations out here where people are calling this a bonus. Please don't call it a bonus. Call it exactly what the company calls it, a fast start commission. Why am I stickler on that point? Because one of the things, every country is different, but one of the things, for instance, here in the United States and Canada that separates an illegal pyramid from a legitimate network marketing company is we don't pay headhunter fees. Okay? You never make money for signing up anyone. Because if you made even 1 cent, if Agel came up with a promotion and said, hey, we're going to pay you 1 penny for every new distributor you sign up this month, we'd get closed down the next day. Because that 1 penny is a headhunter fee, and that would make it a pyramid in probably 15 or 20 different states around the U.S. So what this is a commission on the activation order. See, all the money we make in Agel, very important you understand this, any legitimate network marketing company like Agel, all of the income you make is only commissions on the sale of product that reached the end consumer. Everything you make on your bonus check is a override or a commission on the volume produced by your organization. Okay? Everybody with me so far? Okay, so let's look at the third way you earn, which is the executive bonus. Now, this is what I remember this morning when we talked about this, I called this transitional income. These two here, this is startup money. As soon as you get in the business, you can make retail profit. As soon as you get in the business, you can make fast start commission. What the executive bonus does, and again, this is just brilliant planning on the company's part, the idea behind this is to create a bonus that gives you some money while you're in those middle stages. You're not a big corporate director yet. You don't have 5,000 people in your group yet. You're out there, you've done something, you've got a few people going, you're training them, you're working in depth in the organization. This allows you to earn during that time. Because now this one, of course, you have to come in at the executive level or the developer level to qualify for this, no, just the executive level, I'm sorry, to qualify for this bonus because it's only for people who came in at that level. And what it is, so here's you've got your 2 income centers because you came in at the executive level. Each month you're going to grow your business, right? Grow here, grow there. You have a left leg and a right leg. One of them at the end of the month is going to have a higher volume than the other. Might be $100 difference, could be $10,000 difference, could be $80,000 difference, okay? But whatever it is, it's going to grow. Well, as you grow that lesser leg, each $1,000, you get a share in the executive bonus. Now, the executive bonus is a 3% pool of all company sales. So we've got 16 countries right now, more on the way, right? We take all those sales, we put them in a great big cookie jar. We take 3% of them, they go in the cookie jar, and then everybody who qualifies for the executive bonus gets to divide up what's in that cookie jar. So see, this is not a finite or a fixed amount. It's going to change every month depending on how many people qualify and what the sales of the company are. So for each $1,000 increase equals 1 share in the pool. So if you increase your lesser leg $8,000 this month, you're going to get 8 shares. If you increase $22,000 this month, you'll get 22 shares. It actually goes up to 40 shares. And though you should know, you actually, if you went up one month and then you backslid back a little next month and then you went up again, you actually could get more than 40 shares. But it caps out once it reaches 40,000 in volume in that lesser leg. Because again, that's transitional money. Now, don't think, okay, so I should go backwards this month so I could get more shares next month. That's not a very good strategy. Trust me, you're going to lose a lot of money that way, okay? So now, you've got this income center and you have these. Question is going to come up. Can you earn the executive bonus on these other 2 income centers? The answer is no. I was very excited last month. I was telling people you could because I actually made money on these income centers. That was actually an error that they didn't know in the software. So there was a month or two where they were paying that out, but that was never meant to be. The executive bonus is just paid on your initial income center up to 40 shares. Okay? So every $1,000 you go. So now just to give you an idea how it works, average shares are running about $60 from what I can see the last few months. So if you can get 40 shares times $60, it means $2,400, right? So somewhere between $2,000 and $3,000 in transitional money that you can earn from going from the startup money down to 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.